up, which is going to be amazing. That happened the other day. Are we live? Are we live? We're all just standing there. We didn't have no audio apparently. So what I was saying with my first look, I was saying, and that isn't a monkey nut to our Debbie, as she didn't know what a monkey nut was earlier with our peanuts in it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and have a look at this morning's show from that masterclass. It was very, very funny with Debbie and her monkey nuts. So, but enough said, enough said. First look is all about having a first look at something that's launching this week. And as you can see, we've got nothing surrounding me. There's no L up here to see what we're buying. We're not selling you nothing. Not selling you nothing at all. Although, if you do want to go head over to the website, there is plenty to buy over there because it's our Sarah's birthday celebrations. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yay! Happy birthday, Sarah. I hope you're having a fabulous day. You can see, I mean, shall we introduce you? You've already seen her. She started the singing already. Oh, Debbie Robinson's in the building.
Our first look. Whoop, whoop.
I love absolutely. A first look. We do love a first look.
Because it means I've been able to get my hands on them first. I'm so excited.
Actually, I've never thought about that before. Yeah. That's so true. We actually get the products first before anybody else. Well, Debbie does, that's for sure. And they are amazing. Yes. Yes, so if you head over to the website, you can see all those birthday celebrations going on. We've got up to 70% off, which is amazing. There is a mystery bag as well, and lots of other things. Or new lines that are being added to our half price sale every single day. So even if you've bought some stuff, go and have a look because they will keep adding those extra bits to them. Also, if you do spend £10, $10 or €10, you're going to get an absolutely amazing jigsaw die, which is our balloon to celebrate Sarah's birthday. You are getting that free. Absolutely no pennies you will be paying for that jigsaw die, which is incredible. So make sure if you're spend £10, $10 or €10 and you will receive that one. Now, new look is exactly that, new looking at something that's so stunning. Now, I have to say, it's the first time I've seen these today. I'd heard about them, but I hadn't seen them, and I absolutely love them. You can see them here on the packages. These are our Baroque Border Dies. They're absolutely stunning. Now, these have come out from having that, we had a craft box that did dies similar to this, and you loved them so much and asked for another range of them. So we listened, and Leanne and the team have brought these beautiful designs to you. So without further ado, let's just have a look at what we've got. Then we're going to head over to Debbie for some samples. This is our Leon, absolutely stunning. These are so delicate and just absolutely stunning. I just adore them. Beautiful designs there. We've got our Toulouse, and then we've got our Chambord, which is so pretty. Lots of different designs. I can't wait to see what Debbie has in store for them. I've got a few samples here, but I'll show you them a bit later on because I do want to see what samples Debbie's got over there, and then we'll see who's with us today and saying hello, and just have a really lovely show. Oh, and also we've got an update on our Liam as well, who's running the London Marathon, so and he's doing very well. Debbie, these are beautiful.
They're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. I look at these and think, oh my God, I love the style. The Baroque style is just divine. It really is. But you're getting your two metal dies in this to create these lovely effects. And it's like you said, Debs, we've had those gorgeous swirl dies out before, those, well, we call them the grand edgeable swirls, didn't we? But I absolutely adore these. People went nuts for that craft kit box, and this is probably where we got this idea from, to bring out a new set of designs, a new set of dies, and create the most stunning features. These ones that I'm going to show you now are what I'm going to be creating in our first look show, because I love metal dies. Debbie, you know me, I love my metal dies. I love anything that can create, and that's exactly what these dies are going to enable you to create. Lots of different styles as well. So we're going to do a double Z fold card, so that can be going onto the edge of your double Z fold. They can act as a gorgeous border for your fancy easel cards as well. So to create all of that using those fabulous designs is what you're going to be able to do as well. For me, they just scream to go round a box. I absolutely love them. So your box can be absolutely anything you want on the top. But look at that. Talk about elevating something ordinary like a box and then creating something as stylish and as beautiful as this. And then, of course, well, Deb, you know me, I love different style cards, and I'm quite obsessed with cube cards and all those kind of things. And one that I love doing is the pin tower. I call it the pin tower. It's that lovely tower flap card, which just looks incredible, because this is what you can be doing with yours. They can be those grand statement edgeable dies that go down the borders, that go along the tops, that go down, you know, you could be just using them as a flourish if you wanted to. They're absolutely gorgeous style of dies, all in that lovely Baroque style in keeping, but absolutely universal, totally versatile, utterly delicious, and you are getting a first sneaky peek today. This is just my take on them. Wait till Sarah gets her hands on them later on in the week, and whoever's doing the wake-up call too, because I tell you now, these are just fabulous. And let me just show you a few more. These aren't mine, Debs, but let me just show you the kind of thing that you can be doing. Oh, is it me?
It's you, Debbie.
I could hear her going, it's you. I'm thinking, what's she talking about? It's me. It's me. I can't wait. Oh, I'm the warm-up act for us, aren't I?
You are the warm-up act. I did the warm-up act last week, so you'll be doing it next week.
Yeah, exciting times. But honestly, you're going to absolutely love these. Look at this gorgeous one that one of our fabulous design team has made. A gorgeous little handbag. Sean's made that one. Again, look at this, what our lovely Julia.
Oh, look at that.
And look how Julia's created these edges. And then on your, you know those, look, what do they call these? It's like a tent fold, isn't it? But a half tent fold.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Look how stunning and how regal that looks. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, there's loads of fun you're going to be able to have with these.
That's nice.
I can't wait to get started, Debs. Can't wait to get started.
They're amazing. And I have to show you what we class as our marketing suite. We have a group of girls, which is our Nicola, Marie and Bianca. Bianca has done this marketing suite for us, so it's always the ones that inspire the rest of the team, and they are absolutely stunning. Look how beautiful that is. It's so, so lovely. I love this design. I mean, look at it. These are really delicate, Debbie. They are so ornate. That's upside down.
Do you know what, though, Debbie? Yeah, that just shows you how versatile they are.
Absolutely.
Top of the card, bottom of the card, diagonal on the card, straight up and down the card.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just me not reading the... Well, I can't read the sentiment. It's too far away and it's too small. I haven't got my glasses on. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Love that one. Yes, diagonal one. This one, look at this. That is so pretty. Making a decorative bottom as well as the top of your easel card. And this one, I mean, is just stunning.
Oh.
Isn't that? I mean...
A gatefold. Oh,
yes.
Look at that for a gatefold feature.
I know.
That is beautiful.
Imagine all your wedding stationery being like that.
Debbie.
And then open it to the grand invitation inside.
That is, yes.
Absolutely love it. You're going to love these dies as well. Let us know what you think in the comments. But we're going to head over to Debbie and see... yes. We've got a Liam update. Here he is. Oh, he's doing so well. It's 2:15. Do we know, or 13 minutes past, 40 minutes past 2, do we know how many miles he's done yet? Oh, wow, that's amazing. So our Liam is just about to approach his 17th mile.
And he's still smiling.
And he's still smiling. He looks amazing. Honestly, I'm so proud of him. We're all proud of him here. It's just amazing. And Liam's just doing this for himself because it's something he needed to push himself to do, something that he really needs to do for his own self. And I love that. So, Liam, we're so proud of you. And keep it up. You've not got much further to go. In fact, I mean, he's really cracking on with that, isn't it? Which is amazing. So well done, Liam. Absolutely incredible. Okay, let's have a look and see who's in with us this afternoon. Rachel's on social, so hello Rachel. She's the one that will bring in all your comments to the studio so we can see what you're all up to today. We have, oh, my screen's gone really funny. I'm sure it's fine. So I can't see. Oh, that's weird. So it's come up, update available. We don't want an update, do we? Don't want an update. Let's just come back off of there. Hopefully it won't update. Oh, it's not doing anything now. We'll come back to the comments and the hellos when I've figured out that it's not going to update on the show. So that's technology for you, isn't it? No, it's not going to do it. Are you ready for us,
I am
Debbie?
indeed. Come and have a little look over here. Come and have a look here.
Yeah.
Deb's is sorting. Thank God you're doing it, Debs, because me and technology just do not go together. Let's talk about these fabulous dies. So if you take a look, I'm going to use now I can't pronounce to save my life. Leon. That's right. Have I done it right? Leon?
Leon.
Thank you.
Leon.
You can see the nature of these dies. The delicacy is, and they are delicate, beautiful, decorative dies that come in two forms. This one creates the decorative edge. This one creates a beautiful decorative swirl, baroque feature, whatever you want to be able to do. It gives you endless possibilities because that will actually sit neatly into there. So when you want to create those lovely putting two cardstocks together effect, that die is going to allow you, and because we've split it into two, we've made it really easy and really simplified, and again giving you lots of possibilities in what you can do with this. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to take a piece of matte black cardstock to start with. Now I've measured this piece in at 8 inches by 5, and I've put a score line in at 5.5 inches because it's going to be what I call a float. Wait a minute. Oh no.
I know what you were going to say. You were going to say a floater. I'm glad you stopped yourself, even though I've just outed you of what you were going to say. You can say a floater.
I was going to call it a floater, you know what I mean? Floating element. I do it every time. Every time. The floating element of a card when I'm going to put some acetate to link the two together.
Do you know what's really funny there is your face? You couldn't see it. As I looked up, she was like, oh no, I don't think that's the word.
Because I realised what I was going to say, Debs. I realised it was going to come out, and then I thought, I've got to stop myself because it's going to sound wrong. I've done it so many times before in the past.
We're used to you and your floaters.
Now, let's go back to the beginning. Let's rewind. Oh my God. Right, yes. I'm going to use the decorative edge feature first. I love that they've got this beautiful deep curvy border as well.
Yes,
like
nice.
myself. This gorgeous curved line, which I absolutely adore. So we're going to start with that one first. And do you know, they've also been designed, Debs, to work with 6x4 cards perfectly, because these measure around 5 inches by 1. So all of your, do you know, your beautiful cards that you, especially, do you know, and I'm always thinking of our stateside friends with these, but do you know the smaller cards are always the ones that you can post quite inexpensively.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So a 6x4 is quite a popular size over in the US and over here, to be fair.
Yeah.
So they're going to fit onto there beautifully. But with everything that we do at Crafters Companion, you can make them however big, however small, however decorative, whatever fancy fold, as you're going to see as we take you through these next 2 hours. So I'm just going to pin that down. I said pin that down. I'm going to tape it down onto that edge. I'm going to pop it onto my cardstock. Nearly out of my tape. Nearly out of my tape. No, I'm not. I've got another one in my bag. My low-tack tape. I'm just going to line that up around the bottom, and I'm going to hold it down with a little bit of low-tack tape either side and run that through. Now, while I'm doing that, behave giggling in my ear, Nicola. What does she like? She's having a little old laugh in there, she is. And I'm just going to run that through just onto that edge. And then I'm going to take the decorative feature and I'm going to do it in a contrasting colour. Now, I love black and gold, Debbie. I don't know about yourself.
Oh,
black
yes,
and gold,
I
very
do.
striking,
Black
very
and gold.
beautiful colours.
Well, in fact, I remember Sarah doing a collection, and it was one of your absolute favourites, wasn't it? The black and gold collection.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the black and gold.
Yeah, it was black and gold, Nicola.
I was in store when that was launched. Oh, my God. I laughed.
Lovely.
Honestly, just divine.
We've never done a collection like that again, or Sarah's never done a collection like that where it's a coloured one.
We might have to have a little word with her, you know. Oh,
we
do you know,
need the
Debs?
purple collection, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now you can see now that lovely design. I'm just rolled it there so you can see how that lovely design's been
look at
created.
that. That's beautiful.
But that's just with the edge die. So what I'm going to do then is take the decorative one. Now this is a separate die, so it's going to cut out a solid piece, which then will neatly nest inside that piece as well.
Oh, okay. Now I've got it.
Do you get it now? Yeah.
I thought they were just two separate edges before. I thought they were two separate edges, but actually you can use them on their own, but you can use one to cut into it.
Yeah, and you know the grand swirls that we had out, they were designed with that in mind, but I think we confused people.
Right.
And it's not that, because they're beautiful dies. They're absolutely glorious. They're big as well, and they make the most amazing flourishes.
Yeah.
But I think people weren't quite understanding, whereas these, we've simplified it, we've given you those two dies. It's now nice and easy for people to really, truly grasp that idea. Plus, they're absolutely, because they're so usable in so many ways. Now, I've just took some of the gold cardstock here from one of my gold packs here. And then, again, when you take this out now, and I'm just going to grab there it is, the pokey tool, just to release it. There's some little release holes in the back as well, so just pop that through to release it. And when you're releasing it, remember this is a delicate die, so we're not going to rip it off like a band-aid. We're going to take our time, and then we're going to take out all those extra little pieces, so you can then see that gorgeous filigree design. And they're just stunning. And again, like I said, although it's been designed with this in mind, you could run those through in your cardstock and have loads of gorgeous decorative features. But look at that. I mean, look at the design on that.
That's so pretty.
It is so pretty. It's so delicate. It's so intricate, but it's absolutely stunning. And will work on its own, regardless of the fact that now is going to, and if you look at it, we're just going to turn it and slip that back in so it curves into there as well. So I'm going to get my acetate. I'm going to just move my two dies out of the way for a second. I've also got as well a piece of, and this is just multi-purpose cardstock, a bit of our encapsulated glitter that I've already struck onto there, measured down to the size of my card base, and the actual card base is 5.5 by 5. So I'm just going to pop that down onto the back. So I'm going to use a little bit of wet glue, just pop that on there. Oh, Debbie, you will when you've opened it up. That's because we've had a dinner break, hasn't it, Debs? Oh dear. So I'm going to pop that in. And then
you still bring all your own tools up then, Debbie?
I do, yes. Yeah.
I don't bring anything with me up here.
Do you not?
No.
I do it all the time, Debs. I've got like two great in the back of my boot. I've always got my craft kit with me. You never know when you need craft.
That's very true.
That's how I look at it. So I've had my craft kit with me that travel absolutely up and down the country with me. I will just give a little nod to somebody who's messaged me during my dinner, but I haven't had a chance to reply yet. I think her name was Lisa, asking me where I got my poker tool from. Bespokely made my poker tool, only because I've said this before, with our poker tools, they're absolutely brilliant. They're a brilliant tool, but I
like a handle.
I like an handle on mine, and it makes it a bit of a more comfortable grip for myself personally, just because I suffer with carpal tunnel. So that's why I had it bespokely made. But I will tell you, Lisa, Leanne asked me for a picture of it the other day. I mean, Leanne, head of product development. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be able to recreate this because this was bespokely made by someone, but who knows?
I'm going to come across
Please
and have a look.
Please don't judge me. It's a little bit messy. Don't judge me, Debbie.
I won't judge you.
It's got glue and everything on it.
Well, it looks like a pen.
Yes, well, I've got a matching pen. So I had a pen made for it as well because I like a nice writer. But the thing about this is that it actually comes undone, so I can put one of those stitch pickers, unpickers. So my little stitch unpicker goes into there as well. So it was bespokely made.
You've got to get closer, George.
Oh, sorry.
Pick it up.
Right, hang on a minute. There you go. Let's just pop that up again. So, yes, people asking about my poker tool. It was bespokely made by, you remember Sheila from Unky Sheila?
Yeah.
Her partner.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
he made it, mate, and he made me a pen as well. And then I bought one for Joe for his birthday.
I love it. That's beautiful. Very
thank
nice.
you. So, yes, so it is not a crafter's companion item. However,
I love that Leanne took a picture.
Yes, she was here with me when I was using it. and the comments were coming through, and obviously Leanne being Leanne, oh, Debbie, let's have a little look. And then she sent to me, could you send me a picture through? So who knows what's going to happen?
Who
knows? Yes,
nice.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to connect my acetate to this piece, because what I'm going to do, Debs, is I'm going to take my piece. Do you know me? I never know when to stop, though. That's my problem. I've cut loads out. However, we're going to sandwich that back in there, but of course it needs somewhere to sit. So that's why I've got my acetate underneath. So first things first, we're going to attach the acetate. Now, I love acetate, Debbie, but I don't know about you. Drives me absolutely insane, because it's almost practically invisible. And I can never, ever get it right. Now, I always cut my acetate as well slightly bigger than when I'm using it, just because I can snip that off at the end, but it gives me this time, do you know, in case, because it has got that lovely invisible nature to it, it gives me the time to actually be able to, in case it slips, I've got extra little bit there that I can snip off at the end.
Yes.
Popping that on, now you can see that stuck down. This is when we're then going to take our piece and we're going to sandwich it in. Now, Debbie, I'm going to look at it. Yep, that's the way. Just checking, just to make sure that I've got it the right way. Wait a minute, Debbie, what are you doing, girl? Do you know, I do it every time. Just give me a second, Debbie, while oh, that's it, because it's going on the top, you daft devil. Right, there we go. Popping that onto the top. There we go. Oh, do you know, one of these days, just one of these days. So I'm going to now be very careful, though, when I'm popping some glue on here. Now, we do things like, actually, produce a neck. I know we said we're not selling anything today, but could you check if the Xyron's back in stock? Thank you very much, because the adhesive Xyron is a brilliant one, and that, because it's the nature of it's only an inch, means that it can go in to your Xyron machines.
1.5
yes,
inch
yeah, the sticker one, so it can run through there as well. Or you could use, oh, I hate mentioning it because we haven't got it, but you might have got some at home. You might be able to use your dotty tape pen as well, or other thing that you could do is, of course, our tacky glue that we have decanted into our little fine tip applicators. If you are going to use that method, just make sure that you scrape off the excess. You don't want glue to be absolutely everywhere with that. So I would say, when you pop it on, and the way I apply mine, Debbie, is, I don't know about yourself, but I put it on the back of my hand.
Well, I put it on my glass mat. I don't like it on my hand.
Yes.
So I do the same, but on my glass mat, let it dry, and then it just peels off.
Yes, absolutely. So that's another option that you get as well.
The other option, Debbie, yesterday, and it'll still be on there in it might be in the celebrations, but it was on the tool section that we had on last night. The adhesive sheets. So you can apply your adhesive sheets to your card, die cut it, and then you just peel the back away.
Do you know what I'm going to do on Friday? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use our adhesive sheets, and we're going to do that on Friday morning. I never thought of that when I was doing that. Never thought of that one. I'm going to use, just for the sake of this, I'm going to use dotty tape pen. Now, when you are using, like I said, your glue, if you are using your dotty tape pen, you've got to remember this is a nice, delicate die. You don't want to be going at it really hard. You just want to drop a little bit down onto there, which is why personally myself, Xyron machine, perfect for that. But again, just be careful when you're applying your glue to it. Now I'm just going to make sure I've got it the right way around this time, Debbie, because you want to make sure you've got it right, and it sits just neatly over the top. And I apologise about my faux pas at the beginning, but I know what I'm like. I get worse with age, and it's that brain. It's the brain fog, Debs. It's the brain fog.
Like. Oh, I know.
But
it's
look
awful.
how gorgeous that is. Where it sits just neatly, and it looks like you've hand cut off that, and really you haven't. It's those two gorgeous dies that have created that very easy feature with the edge and then the decorative piece that goes over to that top as well. So I'm just get out of there, you little piece. There you go, that fits onto the top. And then, of course, I'm just going to use... Now, you might recognise the paper, but I thought of Baroque, and I thought, oh, the Roaring 20s paper pad, it was just screaming to be used on this. So I'm going to pop it that way. So that's already been put on. So let's get our, again, let's get our tape onto there. Not tape, glue, Debbie, glue. And then I'm just going to pop that on. And then at the very bottom, because I've got the floating, looks nice, but it's just missing something at the bottom. The floater, as George has just said in my ear, the floater. So
it's
again,
the floater card, mate.
with a scrap of paper, and I say a scrap, it's actually measuring the full width of the base of the card. But again, just repeat that process. Use the edgeable. And we'll call it that. That's exactly what we're going to call it. Use the edgeable to create the edgeable, and then die cut again your other piece, and then slip it over to the top so that you've then got, and then when you look at it, it actually matches. So, and then because I've turned it and it's on the bottom, you've got this lovely, and it, no matter which way you pop that, it looks absolutely beautiful, which is why with your gatefold cards, it's going to look gorgeous. Why it's going to look beautiful at the bottom of your panelled boxes, whether it be at the top of your card and at the bottom of your card, doesn't really matter. You've got that ability. Now, before I put that down, actually, Debs, I'm just going to pop on there. Let's get that the right way around. Where's my tape pen? Oh, it's there. Just pop some tape on now. And I'm just going to attach the matching piece of cardstock just at the bottom end. And that's just to really tie it in with the feature of the card. And then I'm going to just drop some more tape just onto there, and then line it up with the bottom part of my acetate. So let's just go in and bottom part of the card. So I'm going to take it from that card. Any over excess hanging from the acetate, I can now trim off because I've got it all measured up, and that for me means I've got a much better way of creating that acetate front without getting in too much of a pickle. And then I'm just going to finish that off with a little hello. And I'm going to pop that just onto there.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. And then a little bow just in the top corner. And I'm going to keep it fairly simple for the first one, just so you can see how effective and how stunning those dies are. They're absolutely beautiful, beautiful dies.
That is so pretty. I am totally impressed, Debbie. I didn't know how these dies worked, and now you've shown us. I mean, look at the level of detail on that, even to the point where you can see that black coming through your die as well.
Yeah, and you would really struggle to get that, that effect.
Absolutely.
But because you've got those two dies that create it, it's this edgeable piece that then you can then pop the design over the top, so it gives you that illusion, which is what we tried to strive with the other ones, but people just again, it's one of those things. It's how you interpret a die and how you use them. We've simplified it. We've got this gorgeous, beautiful Baroque design, and each one of them are different. You've got that lovely curved, so they're all the same in the terms of that they've got two dies, an outer edge, a decorative edge, that then create, and then they just simply sit on the top of each other, so it looks like you've got this creative genius, like you've been really clever getting your craft knife out there, when really it's the die that's done it for you. With the extent. But again, let's not forget, those could be used independently on their own as well. Obviously they look stunning when they're used together, and that's why they've been intended, but they are beautiful, beautiful dies that I know you're going to love. And I think we've got 4 in those designs, haven't we, Debbie?
And that's really nice because of the nature of the swells. I think just having 4, you haven't got too many to choose from. You don't need to cherry pick these. When these come out on Friday, you'll want all 4 of these designs because they're absolutely stunning. Lots of love coming in from them for the dies. Sandra's saying that because we were silent on the beginning of the show, she said, Debbie, it was very funny because it was silent, but then the minute the sound come back on, I shut up. Stephanie is saying, I don't think I need it. I didn't think that I needed these, but now I've seen the beautiful samples, my mind has been changed. Love these beautiful samples. Carrie's saying, Sherry's saying, love, love, love these dies. And Bethan is saying, gorgeous dies. I feel I need these in my stash. Yeah, I feel the same as well. Eleanor's saying, I love when you are laughing. It makes me laugh with you. That's really nice to hear, Eleanor. Diane's saying, good morning, and how nice to see the 2 Debbies together. Well, good morning, Diane. Candy on YouTube says, I really like the dies. I'm having 2 dies to simplify it, and having 2 dies to simplify it and expand what you can do with them. Yeah, absolutely. Alison Lee is saying, pokey tool, yes, that would be fabulous, as I have rheumatoid arthritis resulting in twisted hands. Yeah, it's much nicer when you can grip something, isn't it, Alison? And sorry about your hands. Sandra is saying the dotty tape pens are still in the Bermuda Triangle. I think they are, yes. Susan saying, hello all, joining late, but excited to see the new dies. And Sarah Brown is saying, these are beautiful. I think I need them. Yes, you absolutely do. They are stunning. I'm going to show you those 4 designs that you're getting with these again. They are launching next Friday with our Sarah. Debbie in the morning, so she'll be in with Wake Up Call. So you've got your Chambord, you've got your talents, is that say? Talents?
I look into Deb's talents.
Talents.
Chambord.
Talents. Chambord.
Dijon.
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 Dijon mustard.
Leon.
And then you're Leon, yes. It wasn't because I didn't know what it said, it's because of the writing on the back was hard to read. I had to out it out before. I don't know who writes them on the back. The person who's got the bad writing doesn't put their name on it. Let's just show a few of these samples from our Bianca, who did the marketing suite for us this time. They are absolutely stunning, and I think the fact that you can put them on any edge, any side of your card, they are absolutely stunning. Love this one as well, with the one up the top. Now, talking about crafting and using dies, why don't you send us in some pictures, because we would love to see them. We'd love to see your die cut creations, so why don't you show us what dies you've been using recently, and show us what you've been doing with them, because I mean, I know I do, and I know Debbie absolutely does. We love to be inspired by you as well, so if you've got some pictures, send them in. You can see at the bottom there, send them to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and our George will put them together in a little montage for you, and we can show the world your creations. So anything with die cutting on it would be good to see. Right, so we're going to now head back to our Debbie, and she's going to show us what's next in store with these amazing new dies.
Yeah, they are fab, and I'm going to keep it nice and simple. Take you through a little journey from card making into your box making, into your fancy folds as well. So these are just my ideas for now, and then now I know I've got Friday. Because I haven't planned Friday's shows just yet. I'm going to have a little play and think what else I can come up with as well, because they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use the Dijon. But all of them work the same. If you look at them, obviously the designs are differently, because the one that I just used was the Leon. That's right, isn't it? Leon. You can see the difference between the two. So some have got, but they've all got this gorgeous curved nature, but they're all different. They've got these beautiful different designs, which means that they do vary in sizes as well. So that was the Leon size. This particular one is, I'm going to say the next biggest, but it's not, because there's one more, a little tiny bit bigger. And when I say bigger, I just mean in the depth. So if I turn it that way, they're all the same length, but this bit is the bit of the difference. So this one is a little bit deeper, so it's a 1.5 inch one, but the design of this is glorious. And again, when you come to use, and I'm going to do a double Z fold card. So I've got my card base fold ready, and I'll give you the correct sizes for this one, because I do them in various different sizes, Debs. I don't know about yourself, but I'm always playing around with the size.
Me too, yeah.
But this measures in at 10 by 5.5 and 2.5 and 5 to score on itself, and you're going to put your score line in. So you're going to take your burnishing tool and you're going to burnish, and then fold it back on itself. So you've got the basis of the card. Now I've used one of my all-time favourite pads of last year, Wisteria, to create my little background pieces. So I'll just stick those down now, and then we've got all that little bit done, and they can be drying while they're at it as well. So I'm going to pop that onto the back, the glue. That is, oh, Debbie, Wisteria goes down, not up. So let's pop that there. Again, the same with this. So it's just literally the decoration of your card. Now, with anything, I always go down 1/4 inch. So if you know that that's a 2.5 inch panel by 5 or 6, whatever it is, just take the 1/4 inch off, so that you've got your perfect mats and layers. And then, depending on how mats and layers you have, just keep going down that 1/4 inch. Oops, nearly did it again. So let's pop that just onto there. Now, this is a piece of our lilac Centura pearl, which is beautiful in itself. What I've done with this, though, it's exactly the same length, so the 10 inches going across, the same score line at 2.5 and 5. This time the depth is a little bit different. Now, because of the border being at 1.5, I've taken this to a 3 inch strip, because what I'm going to do is, once we've turned it over, to get the double Z fold, as you all know, when you've got your same pieces, your same folds, like so, it's just twisted around and creates that, not one Z fold, but 2 Z folds that stick together. What we're going to do now is put the border going across the top. So I'm going to remove that to one side, and then I'm going to bring in the Dijon, and we're going to bring in this border piece. And how you want to think of this is the design, this bit goes up to the top. So again, perfect sizing. Probably one of the reasons why I chose this size as well. This is 5 inch, this is 5 inch. So it fits on there perfectly. And we're going to pop that down, and I'm just going to line that up to the very top with the top part of the cardstock. And so I'm going to put my low-tack tape at the bottom, both ends of these, sorry. So one's going to go that way, and I don't know what I did with the other one. There it is. I don't know about you, Deb, so you tight with our low-tack tape?
I used to be, but I'm not no more now.
I'm terrible, and I don't know why, because there's three rolls in there, and I don't know why. I'm not, honestly, I think, why are you doing it to yourself, Debbie? Why? Why are you doing it? You've got all that tape.
Absolutely.
And I can't remember how much tape... Oh, what are you doing here, Debbie? Get that back in there, you. How much tape is on one of those low-tack tape pieces? Does it give us the correct information?
75 mil.
How many?
75 meters. 75, yes, on each one.
And I'm being tight, reusing mine over and over again. 75.
Yeah, that's why I used to be, and now I'm not, because it lasts for absolutely ages, even when you're not frugal.
Oh my days, I can't believe I've been doing that. At 75, why did I not know that fact? 75.
Yes, lots.
That's a lot of low-tack tape. My goodness me. I don't know why then. I'm going to have to change my tactic, Debs. I'm going to have to change my tactic. So I'm just going to lift that off first of all, then you'll see that lovely design. And I'm just going to now extend it by taking it across, and again, running it across, even though it's the half fold one, running it across to create that design. I want to make sure it snips away neatly, so I'm going to just pull that over just slightly. And then again, you need to hold it down with some low-tack tape. Oh.
I love this idea. This works really well on that Z fold, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm just going to make sure, and because it is 5, this is a 6 inch, so just make sure you've got it well within it there. I'm actually going to just hold it down. I'm going to switch my plate combination up a little bit, just to make sure it doesn't move, because I noticed on the last one, we all know the power of that Gemini is phenomenal. The pressure is absolutely phenomenal, but it also does mean that if you haven't taped anything down right, things can move, as you've probably had in the past experience of it happening. So that magnetic sheet is there for a reason. Maybe perhaps use it a little bit more. Now, when I come down, I'm terrible because I never do, Debbie. I don't know about you.
No, me neither. And actually, it's really refreshing. Michelle, in her craft along yesterday, was using it.
Yeah.
And I said, actually, it's really refreshing to see someone use it as a magnetic shim to hold all your dies in place.
Which is what it was designed to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just we've come along and we thought, oh no, I want to see what I'm doing. Oh, I'm going to show. Oh, I'm going to show. It's become our norm, and really, it's not the norm how it was designed. No. Everything was designed to work the other way around, and use your magnetic shim to hold your dies in place.
Absolutely.
So that really, your 75 metres of tape can stay used for something else. Now, if I bring this black cardstock, you're going to be able to see now that lovely design, how it works across there. And then, of course, we've got the decorative element. So we're going to bring the decorative element in, and then you're just going to die cut it out into. And I'm going to just switch it up just for a second, Debbie, just so I show you that it'll go through your mini. So even on your smallish machines with these flourishes, these lovely Baroque pieces, they're all separate pieces that work on their own as well, and they will fit through your smaller machines too. So I'm just going to switch that up just for a second, just to show you that they'll go through your mini too. There's also lots of things that, not just plain cardstock, you could take your water reactive inks, you could be inking up your background pieces and then die cutting them through with these gorgeous dies. The options are endless. There's loads of things that you're going to be able to do with them. But again, look at that beautiful design. And if I just bring that back just for a second to now show you how it fits in. If you look at the design, so if I just pop that down, you can see that design fits over the top, but so neatly, it makes it look like you've sculptured and run that through in one, when really you haven't, because you've got those 2 dies that do that for you.
That's stunning.
So I'm going to place the other one on. So I've got my 2 pieces, and I'm going to place both of those into situ. So I'm just going to use a bit of glue again, just onto the back. And I think, do you know what? Yeah. No. Come on, let's get you tacky. It's not often I use my tacky glue, Deb. I don't know why. I don't tend to use it very much of late.
Yeah, I've noticed you using the...
I use me tape pen a lot, but obviously, wherever they are in the world, I'm going to have to change tactic very soon. So I'm going to use...
someone sunk the ship.
Who sunk the ship?
I just think someone did.
Somebody sunk that ship.
Long to come over.
I like lightning, did you hear her? Our competitor of tape pens, they've sunk our ship. A bit of skullduggery, Nick, a bit of skullduggery is going on. Now, of course, with our tacky glue, even though it's white, once it does dry, it dries clear. So again, I'm just going to sit that into place. You do still have a bit of wiggle time, and I know you use tacky glue a heck of a lot, Debs.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's your one of your favourite glues, isn't it, that you use?
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, so it does give you time to, you still got that wiggle time to get it into place.
I think the only reason being, Debbie, I'm a big believer of not having to think too much about stuff. And I always think that you can't beat tacky glue because it'll go on every surface, where Collao is a solvent base. So I always think that if I use it on my mirror cardstock or my glitter and it takes the shine off, I'd forget. So I think I've just become that person who just reaches for the tacky glue.
Yeah. Yeah, which is understandable, isn't it? Because that's probably one of the reasons why I don't, and why I use the all-purpose, although I will never use all-purpose on glitter cardstock or a coated surface, because it just doesn't play nicely. So yeah, so I don't, that's when I will switch up glue. Now, you can see how beautiful that looks, and again, once your features are in, and once it's dry, you can go back in then, and I can put my score lines back into place, because obviously that cardstock has been through the machine, so it's flattened out my pieces, but I just want to make sure I've got those folds back into place. Now, it's advisable to let your glue dry, but I think I can get away with it on this, Deb, so I'm going to bring that in now. Now, the only thing that I've done different with this is... Oh, Debbie, you dipstick.
What have you done?
Because I've got my piece here, because do you know I love gems? I've stuck gems all over here, so now I'm going to have to see, let's just see if I can get it off. Let's make sure it's not dried completely. I am such, honestly, I call myself a dipstick all the time, please don't worry. I do it all the time to myself. I think it's a Rodney thing and do you know, a Del Boy thing? Because he calls Rodney a dipstick, doesn't he, all the time? And I think it's a thing. I've been watching Only Fools and Horses since, oh my days, I think, is it the 80s, I want to say?
Absolutely, yeah. 80s and 90s.
Yeah, 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Oh,
yeah.
I love Only Fools and Horses.
Oh, it's my it is absolutely my favourite comedy of all time.
Are you telling me, Nicola, you don't know Only Fools and Horses? Well, that's because you picked the 80s movies yesterday that no one knows.
Do you know what, Producer Nick? I am totally obsessed with Only Fools and Horses. I'm still one of those. If I want to put a smile on my face, I go over to, well, it's UK Gold that it's on at the moment, but you can get it on any of your streaming sites and things like that, where you can. And it just cheers me up. It just really cheers me up.
So if I just start saying, Debbie, you plonker.
Well, I was definitely a plonker a second ago, because I didn't want to start sticking all my gems on. It's actually a line of gems. Do you know the Hunky Dory gems? It's some of those that you can get. You know, on the reels. On the roll, yeah. I'd found them the other day and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to use those. Because I do love my gems. I think I got away with that, Debs.
I think you I would. Well, I don't even know why you called yourself a plonker.
Dipstick. I'm a dipstick.
A dipsy. Is that a female dipstick?
I'm definitely, honestly, I do it all the time. Now, that's going to look beautiful to put together, amazing. And it just gives you that lovely contrast of the two. So what I'm just going to do now is put a bit of glue on here and here. And again, this can be a little bit higher up. Do you know what I was thinking as well? If I did it the other side, it could be a topper part to it as well. So you could have it either way, to be fair. Yeah, dangling down. Yeah, why not? Could have a dangly one and an uppy one.
Yeah,
uppy and dangly, either way. Yes. But yeah, it's going to look lovely whichever way around you do it. Now, I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just onto this side. So let's pop some glue just onto the back. There we go, there we are. And then I'm going to line that up at the bottom. Now, I always do, when I'm doing a double Z fold card, I always just do one side first, line that up. And then when it comes to this piece, I put my glue on the flap rather than the back of that. So I put it here. So I know that it's going to come across. So I'm just going to stick the glue. Let's just pop my tape pen. There we go. and then I can line it up and match that up so that I know it'll fold nicely and it lines up perfectly as well. So you've got that lovely Z fold feature. Now it just needs a little bit of something else, Deb. So while I've got my wisteria out, I found that I got myself lots of these lovely, do you know, the decoupage topper sheets. In fact, let's do it that way around and that one. And then popping on
see,
a
Debbie,
little
the other way round,
sentiment.
you could have hung your wisteria down.
Yes, I know. Do you know now? Yeah, I wish I'd thought of that, Debbie, because that's exactly what I could have done. But being the plonker that I am, I haven't done that. So there you go. We'll have it just coming down. Wouldn't that have looked lovely though, Debbie?
It would
that
look
would
lovely,
have looked
but
lovely.
this looks just as lovely. And I think actually it just shows that versatility and how you can do it. It's just gorgeous. And you're right, the wisteria collection worked so well with these dies.
Yeah, just beautiful. Again, you're going to use these dies in so many different ways, with lots of different folds, with lots of different things. And I know that you're gonna really enjoy them. And like I said, simplified it as well, because we've got the decorative piece as well as the outside piece that when you marry them up, they just look stunning, and they're going to create so many different things. I've still got my box to do, I've still got my easel card to do, and I've still got my lovely pin tower flap flip-flop flap card, flip flap flop flop, that card to do as well. So yeah, we're well on track to me getting, let's get this right, Debbie, 5 demos.
No.
5, yes, hold yourself up. You know I'm usually the 4 girl. I do the 4. I can never get past 4. I try, but I can never get past 4.
Oh, well, let's get you on to 5
today.
Amazing. And you sure want to see them because you are loving them. In fact, Poor Prince is saying that she bought these from HSM, fell in love with them, but not had time to use them. So she's watching Debbie make these exciting ones to get done in her current project. So yes, giving you lots of inspiration. Mocraft saying, oh, I think these might make lovely page edges to album pages. Absolutely. Carrie's saying a bag and use this on the fold down edge of a bag. Absolutely. Be beautiful. Rachel saying that she has lots of the low tack tape stuck to my desk on the edges and I reuse it as well. Sherry saying she sent in a picture. Yes, everyone that's die cutting, whatever your mates are, sending pictures. We'd love to see them. Terry is saying I reuse 2 and I have no idea why. The rolls last forever and the 3-pack is so inexpensive. Stephen is saying I'm still on my first roll of the low tack tape from first lockdown. So you're making yours last, Stephen. Michelle is saying almost looks like the top of a crown. Yes, that die absolutely does. Sherry is saying it is great that you can extend the designs like this. Mary Reno is saying excellent demonstration of just how repositionable tacky glue is. Amazing. Yes, thank you, Debbie, for that. And Stephanie is saying, Debbie and Debbie, these 2 shows this morning have been a laugh every minute, a great way to start the day. Laugh and the world laughs with you. Ah, that's such a nice sound. And one more, Kirsty says, I think we need to contact conspiracy, investigation, paranormal TV shows to investigate the disappearance of the dotty tape pen. Well, while we're investigating, have a look at this.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
My dad was a printer, which was the old, you know, the old letter set printer, the type, the old printer's type. So he used to bring home offcuts of card, And so I always had paper and card around me from as long as I can remember. He would donate bits of offcuts to the school I went to, and so it was always accessible. My mum and dad bought me colouring products, art products, and good quality art products, like adult quality art products. So I found I could draw from a really early age. So really between that and crafting, it's just been punctuating all through my life. I think you can get inspiration from anywhere. It's hard, there's never one source. It's from anywhere. It could be a crafting person, it could be a non-crafting person. It inspires me in different aspects. It could be art, inspiration from artists, inspiration from crafters, or inspiration on just inspiring people. It's all about the viewers. If it wasn't for the viewers, then there's no purpose in what am I doing it for? It's not about me, what I can do, it's about what I can inspire the viewers to do. And if I'm not inspiring them, then I'm not doing my job. So it's all about the viewers, and it's all and keeping them interested, fired up to give new things a try. And mostly any blocks, anything that holds someone back is more confidence than ability. That's what I've found. So if I can inspire people and give them that little bit of confidence to give them the nudge, fantastic. I think the biggest achievement is keep doing what I'm doing for so long now. I remember, when I first started, everything's new. It can just, maybe the enthusiasm and the love for what you do might wane. But it hasn't. Here I am, as I said, 18 years further down the line, professionally crafting. And I think that's my greatest achievement, is that I'm still loving it, doing it, enjoying it. And the feedback's been incredible from the crafters, and that's what I'm doing it for. So that, I think, is my greatest achievement, and the feedback I'm still getting. Not many people know this, but I'm going to share this now. Is when I lived in America and I was 19, my eyelashes turned white. So this is still my hair colour. Oh, I'm getting on a bit now, but it's just my natural hair colour, dark hair colour, white eyelashes. I look like, the John Wyndham, the Midwich Cuckoos. I look like one of those little alien people with me if I don't wear mascara. Underneath this, lily white eyelashes. Go figure. I did worry for a while I was going to turn white, emanating out from my eyes, which would have looked very strange to try and disguise for a bit.
Oh, I love the meat videos. They look amazing, and so nice to see Sheena back on our screens and hearing a little bit about her and her white eyelashes. We're doing a first look show, which is absolutely incredible. You are loving them. They are our new Baroque Border Dies. They are simply beautiful. I now know how they work. Hopefully you do as well, because I actually thought they were just two different edgeable dies, but actually they work in conjunction with each other. So this bottom one here, you pop this one onto the top of there. We've then got our Dijon, which is absolutely stunning. I love that one. This one at the bottom definitely looks like a crown, doesn't it?
I saw it when I first cut it out. I was like, coronation, king's coronation.
Well, I'm thinking just cut one of them and have a napkin ring. You could put like a napkin ring
Debbie,
holder,
I like that
and it would
idea
look
as
like a
well.
crown, right? You could cut it in your gold mirror card, and it would just look like a crown wrapped around your serviettes.
Oh,
Be amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Your talents. No, that one's gorgeous. I love the design of that one.
it reminds me of an aeroplane. I don't know why, I look at it and I just keep an aeroplane with wings coming out.
Absolutely, it's beautiful. And then our Chamboid, which is another gorgeous one, which is the one that our Debbie just used. So absolutely gorgeous. And we'll just show you a few samples before we get back over to Debbie and get another demo in with, because these are absolutely stunning. So many different ways you can use them. It doesn't matter whether you use them across the side, down the edge of a card, like this on the bottom of your card. You can use them in all sorts of ways. But what about this gatefolded card? I just think that is exceptional, absolutely beautiful, especially if you've got wedding stationery this year to make. That is going to be amazing. Or any cards you want to put them onto, it's going to be amazing. These are Bianca, so Nicola Zarson, who made these sweet. Bianca Baldwin made those, so she's incredibly talented, made an amazing suite. Right, I think we need to get back over to Debbie and get another demo in.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, my God, if I should have done 6 now, because I think I could have got 6 done. I'm only kidding. The Chambord. Don't know how you pronounce it. In my
Chambord.
Yorkshire dulcet tones, Chambord. Now, I've used some...
I thought it was a wine.
Do you know, when I saw it, I thought it was a wine. Then I'm thinking, is it a wine?
Chambord wine.
I'd love to know.
What does it mean?
Yeah, I wonder if there's any French people out there right now that could... It's a what?
Or a liqueur wine.
Oh, we were close.
Place in France.
Oh, no, Debs. I forgot to turn my thing off. Oh, my God.
What is that?
Excuse me a minute while I just...
Is that your phone?
Is it 3 o'clock? What did I say to you when I walked in? I rang my daughter and I went, Tash, whatever you do, turn your notifications off on your phones, because at 3 o'clock the UK government are sending out an alarm, boop, 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 and that's what that is. And guess who forgot to turn hers off? Moi. And I know exactly, I'm thinking, is it 3 o'clock? Technically?
What is
that's
the
been
alarm
across the
for?
world.
I haven't got an alarm yet.
So your notifications, so apparently all the networks, because it's a test that the UK government are doing, so it's only in UK, I don't think it's across the world, and it's just the UK. It's something to do when they want to warn people over attacks on the country, or maybe severe weather warnings.
So they're checking it works?
Yes, and they're checking it works. They wanted to do a blanket
There's another
coverage.
one.
Could be Tracy's.
I'm going to turn mine off.
And I said, I'm going to turn mine off to my daughter.
Well, I love it. I think it's great. I want mine to go off now.
Give it a chance.
Yeah, my phone's on.
Has anybody else forgot to turn those off here in the UK? Let us know. Do message in and let us know.
Well, I haven't got any notification.
That's okay then. So you must have got that turned off. On your settings, you have to go into your settings, onto the notifications, and then right down at the bottom it tells you to turn them off for the severe warnings and all that kind of thing.
I just had it on silent.
Mine's on silent, both.
But my phone didn't go off.
Can I just tell you, both mine were on silent.
Well, I didn't get ones that didn't work for me. So if we have a national catastrophe, I'm never going to know. I'm going to go up in smoke.
Trust it to happen to me. Trust it. Just literally, honestly. Oh, my God. Right, while I was bragging about all the demos that I was going to get done, let's get back to the demos. Debbie.
Oh, is that me? Oh, it is me. I'm going to survive. I'm going to survive.
About 2 minutes after me, Debs, though. We must be clearly on different networks.
I'm really happy that I got that now. I was worrying, thinking, oh my goodness, national catastrophe, and I won't be warned.
So I'm with O2.
That.
I'm with O2.
Oh,
Who are you with, Debs?
Vodafone.
They clearly don't care about Vodafone.
I need to switch to O2. If you're Vodafone, you need to go to O2 or EE and you'll be okay. Oh my goodness, I never knew nothing about that.
Yeah, it's been all over TikTok and social medias, and it actually, as I was coming up today in the car, every news bulletin. So I heard the 9 o'clock and the 10 o'clock. The news bulletins said about that there will be the warning going out throughout the UK, and so across all the networks at 3 o'clock. Mine went off a minute before. So that did catch me off guard. But yes, I wonder if anybody else forgot.
I wonder if they had different networks at different times, so it didn't block the whole network.
That could be it, yes.
Yes,
yeah,
that could be. I was like
staggered them.
2 minutes behind, guys. Come on, government. I need a better warning if the world is going to come to the end.
Oh, dear. Debs, oh, I just need a minute. I was about to get cracking with the demonstration.
I just didn't know what was happening. You were like, oh.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
Carry on, Debbie.
It's okay. I was just going to explain where I got my papers from, because I've already got my card stock. I've got the Chambord, which we've now established as a drink, and I need one after that. Oh, dear. Where else could you get this laughter for free? I mean, come on. Where else charges you? This is my Once Upon a Time papers. Do you know those gorgeous papers from the Once Upon a Time collection? And I've mounted it onto some multi-purpose cardstock just to give me a bit of extra rigidity, because this is going to be the focal part of my card, my easel card. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the border. So the outline one, this is going to sit into my textured cardstock, and I'm going to create a lovely piece. Stop it.
And I'm laughing because Terry just wrote in and said, and I thought your monkey's nuts were bad.
Oh, dear. I knew it was going to be a fun day today when I saw your name at the side of mine. I just wasn't expecting it to be this much
why
fun.
they don't put us together very often,
That's
Debbie.
probably why, Debbie, yeah. That's probably why.
We won't get away with it on a weekday.
Right, so what I'm going to do, Debs, is because it's cutting through 2 pieces of cardstock now, I'm just going to pop my platform into there and run that through. And this piece, I'll give you the measurement in a second, but it's just the part of the front part of the easel card, because I'm going to create an easel one. The one that Bianca, that lovely card that you showed a minute ago, Debs, had it on the top, the bottom and the base. I'm just going to use it on the front part of my easel. I tell you what, I'll be clambering to get the craft along on this one, Debs.
Oh,
I really
yes,
will,
that'd be
because
nice.
it's just, it is absolutely beautiful, it really is. So again, I'm just going to lift that off. Now when you, oh Debs. I think I've cut it wrong way around.
That's a rookie mistake, Debbie. That's the thing you should check first. In fact, it's the thing I always tell everyone. Make sure you put your die the right way round.
Oh my God, do you know what? I think I have actually. Let me just see if I have. Because do you know, you're looking at something, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I think I've put it wrong way around on my card. Stop sniggering at me here, Nicola. I think I've got it right. Let me get my scissors. Let me just have a little quick peek. Oh, it is. Do you know what I've done? I know what I've done. Right, hang on a minute. I know what I've done. So I have made a rookie mistake, but not quite too much of a rookie mistake. I've pulled it off like a Band-Aid. So I've chopped my end off.
You chopped your end
I've chopped my little
off.
ball off at the end. Right, you don't want to do that, guys. You want to keep it as it is. But what you're then going to do is you're going to turn it around. I've got one end all right, but this one's fallen off. I'll be able to fix it. Don't worry. It's a good job I've done one Blue Peter style. But then we're going to do exactly the same on the other end as well. So that what you'll end up with is this lovely piece, and I'm going to turn it around. In fact, let me bring my black cardstock again. There you go. It wasn't too bad. It's just that I kind of chopped. Let me just bring it in so you can see it. The end fell off.
You swirl. You swirl.
Miss Swirl, that's it, Miss Swirl. I love how he says it
swirl.
every time he says it. Bet, you get the idea. Just please don't rip it off like Debbie just did then. But yeah, that's exactly what you're going to do. So it's going to come on one end and then on the other end, and that creates then that lovely panelled piece. Now, you just measure it to the base. So if you're making a 6x6, you do 6x6 and then do the top end and the bottom end. You'll just match it up to be that base front, and because that bit is going to go sitting on the top, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't match that cardstock underneath. And for example, I'll bring that in. And what you want to do as well, Debs, is, and I'm just going to remove that just for a second, on the actual base card itself, so depending on the size that you're going for, the bottom flap, when I lift that up, I want it to be matching. So you absolutely are going to take that piece of, that, sorry, not the decorative one, you're going to take the outside, the edge die, you're going to do exactly the same onto the bottom piece of the card, so that when you put your topper piece on, and this is exactly what it is, because that's the easel base, that is going to sit neatly over the top of each other. Because if you just have that dangling over a straight edge, so for example, if I turn that round just for a second, it doesn't quite give you the same effect.
Yep.
And I want that decorative effect. I mean, to be fair, it's not overly bad. It doesn't look too bad. But when you want something a bit more decorative, when you want to elevate something or give it that extra luxurious feel, you're just going to repeat that so it sits over the top. So then now, when I come in with my other piece of cardstock underneath, it just brings it into line with each other. So I'm just going to stick all those pieces down, Debbie. Oh dear. I knew it was going to be one of those
days. Well, it definitely
days.
looks amazing. Zoe Carver's saying that we should have that warning sound when a product is limited stock or out of stock.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we need some kind of klaxon sound or some warning sound. Yeah, I like that.
Or we need a notification for when the dotty tape pen arrives.
Because you said that, Deb.
That's our Kirsty.
Absolutely, Kirsty, absolutely.
And Rosalind's saying it's like a comedy skit, Debbie talking fast and the other Debbie giggling in the background.
I do know, I am sorry, I do talk like a runaway train. I've talked about this before. You just need to give me a little bit of a nod and say, Debbie, slow down. I don't know what it is, but I've always been the same. And people have often said, is it because you're on, on screen and on air and you want to get as much information? No, it's just the way I talk normally.
Is it people from Barnsley?
I think it could well be, yeah, because my niece is exactly the same as me.
I always think, who's Vernon? Vernon, someone, he's from Barnsley and he talks really quickly on the telly. Vernon
Are you talking about Vernon Kay? He's from Burnley, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
It's Burnley. It's not my. It's not my neck at woods. Yeah.
Sorry, all you Barnsley people. Thought you sounded.
But I do talk, and
Barnsley.
and I am often quite conscious of it. So when and then I'll try and slow myself down, and then I sound too slow. So I have to. But I do talk very fast. I'm very animated as well. I talk with my hands, and I talk very, very fast. So I am conscious of that.
Though.
Is Sarah the same?
Yeah, Sarah
That's
talks
okay,
very quickly.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Just can't help myself. That's just the way I am. It's just me, who I am as a person. But I am conscious. But if you ever think that, just say, Debbie, slow down. Ben makes me laugh because he'll say to me, Debbie, have you tried to read the auto captions when you're on?
That's hilarious.
And it's true because you can't, because I'm speaking so fast and then I've got my Yorkshire accent as well, and the words that I say aren't always like, you know what, called the Queen's
they come
English.
out different words.
They come out different ways and different words. So yes, so I'm always conscious of it. It's a fault I have, but it's not too bad.
I don't think it's a fault. There's no harm in talking a bit quickly. And your accent's not too bad, so we can understand you, which is good.
No, because if you did come and live in Barnsley, Debbie, you would understand that I don't talk like anybody from Barnsley.
Oh, okay.
I've kind of got my own little accent there.
Right.
So I have got the Yorkshire twang and the Yorkshire sayings, but not like some of them. First time we moved to Barnsley, I was like, are they speaking a different language over here? This literally was a completely different... Oh, the way they say things.
I love accents. I've got a real thing about accents. I was in Newcastle the other day.
And
it was really funny. I was in a changing room trying some things on, and I just stood there listening to all these Geordies speaking, and I felt like I was on another planet. And I loved it.
It's a great accent, the Geordie accent. It's absolutely fabulous. I could listen to Sarah every day of the week. And Sheena, I love Sheena's as well.
Is as Geordie. I don't think
no, she's definitely not a full-on Geordie, because they've got, again, quite thick. It's different areas, isn't it? So, but yeah, when I say in it and like different words for isn't it, thinking, just say it slowly. In it.
In it. And the only one I can never understand, unfortunately, and apologies to all our Liverpudlians, I cannot understand a Liverpool. What was that? George was just smoking at literally what? I don't even know what he said. What did you say, George?
Adam,
my goodness, poor Adam. I mean, I'm sure he thought I was having him on, but I'd go, no, I don't know, what, sorry, and he'd be like, and I was like, no, sorry, say again, and then he'd say it again, I went, Adam, I'm so sorry, I still don't know what you're saying.
Oh, I could have listened to Adam all day long. One of my first boyfriends when I was a youngster was from Liverpool, and I swear I were only with him because of his accent.
I mean, it is an amazing accent.
Love
I just can't understand it.
Yeah, absolutely love the accent.
Liverpool.
It's going to be great. That's about as much as I can do.
You're from Liverpool.
I've caught myself. Do you know what? I was looking at this. I was thinking, do you know Once Upon a Time Carriage? where you could
yes.
actually add something. Because I look at that and I look at these things in a different way sometimes, but it's just absolutely beautiful.
If you
and
put
then
a circle behind there, it looked like a pumpkin cake.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So I've just used that pink to give that little elevated look again. So again, I'm just going to add a little bit of tape just around the back of there. In fact, Debbie, you're going to stop using this tape pen before long because we are not. We need to find out.
So it's okay because apparently Tracy and Julia have a secret stash.
Have they?
Yes. But you're only allowed one when they say, and for Crafters TV, so they won't let us have any.
So I could put this away?
But yeah, put yours away.
Let me
Keep
put mine
that
away.
and
Let me
tell
go and
Tracy
grab...
you need a dotty tape pen.
Well, yeah,
Tracy!
we do because this is the last. This is the one in here, and look, there's only a little bit left on it.
Oh yeah, we'll get her to get her secret stash.
I didn't know they had a secret stash.
I know. I was told the other day. Yeah. Secret stash.
They've got their own
They're like
coffee machine in there. Did you notice?
Secret squirrels.
They've got a they've got a secret fridge. They've got a secret
Don't use
coffee
their
machine.
secret fridge.
No.
It freezes things.
No. Does it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I went to eat my fruit the other day and it was frozen. I'd frozen strawberries. And I said to Tracy, do you know your fridge is freezing things? She said, yeah, someone else has said that it's starting to freeze. Don't put it into the top bit, it just makes everything frozen.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
No, I didn't think we could put anything in there. I pinched Christina's fridge, which is kind of the opposite, because everything's warm in there. The one that we're allowed to use.
Oh, I've always put my food in Tracy's fridge.
Do you?
Yeah,
I didn't know you did
now
that.
because it's getting frozen. I literally had frozen strawberries.
Frozen strawberries. Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse, Debs. I
Oh,
couldn't think
see,
of
that
anything
takes me
worse.
back to my childhood. We used to go strawberry picking and we used to get so many strawberries. We used to get them home, wash them, take the stalks out, and then we used to freeze them in bags. And me and my mum used to just always go in and pinch strawberries and suck on frozen strawberries.
Did you really?
Yeah, and they're great for your drinks as well. So you just put, I have frozen strawberries and raspberries in the fridge for my gin. So I put the frozen, so they're like ice cubes, but you get fruit in there, but they're frozen.
Ah, yes. Well, I never thought of that. So that's well, I might try that delicacy then. Thank you very much, Tracy. We were just talking about you a second ago.
Did she hear? Did Tracy bring you dotty tape pens?
No, she fetched me a coffee.
Oh,
even better.
Debbie wants a dotty tape pen, Tracy, and we've heard you've got a stash.
Sold out.
She's sold out. That's hilarious.
She's a comic, she is. Now, Debs, what I've done is I've created my front part and I have actually used, so this is from, do you know the, again, it's Once Upon a Time collection. Do you know the flowers that are in the collection? And I think this works, this beautiful chambord dye works beautifully. Thank you very much, Tracy.
Look
Thank
what you got.
Look, she's fetched me one in, Debs. It works just beautifully with the Once Upon a Time collection. So that's the florals from there. And then the sentiment is from Caring Thoughts. I found my sentiments there the other day, so with a grateful heart, 'cause I thought that looked really nice. Now, I want a little flopper stopper, because I don't want to... My flopper stopper. Have you not heard me call this before?
No.
So, for a long time, and I still don't know what it's technically called, people just say a stopper to stop your card from falling over, but it stops the card from flopping over. So in my world, Debbie, it's a flopper stopper.
I love that.
So yes, it always makes me laugh because Jan was down at Hobby Maker not so long ago, and producer Laura knows I call it a flopper stopper, so she calls it a flopper stopper. So she said it to Jan in her ear, and Jan went, "Oh, that's a great name for it." She went, "I think I might use that," and I'm like, "It was me." And Laura didn't tell her that it was me. But yeah, it's just to stop the card from technically falling over.
Yeah, it makes sense. I love that.
So all I've done is it's exactly the same as repeating what I've done here, but just in a smaller version. So it's just a piece of cardstock with the Once Upon a Time paper over the top. Let it dry, because whenever it's dry, it means that you're not going to get any splurges out there. And I've just made it to fit across the bottom of the card, so it's in keeping with the card. Sometimes I do my flopper stoppers smaller. colour, but because it's such a gorgeous piece and it matches beautifully together as well, Deb. So when you pop that on, I'm actually going to turn it the other way so that it creates the straight edge for the card to sit behind, but then it creates this lovely decorative element as well. And I'm just going to pop it underneath. I'm going to take it to the bottom, but I think I'm just going to lift it slightly. And I've raised it onto some foam pads so that when it sits down on there now, will look absolutely beautiful. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add above the top of my little carriage, we're going to call it now, because every time I look at this, I see a carriage.
Absolutely looks like this. Oh, this is fast looking like could be one of my absolute favourite demos.
Oh, bless you. That's a bold statement, Debs. A bold statement.
Look at that.
But there you go, a beautiful easel, but a decorated top and bottom, and then of course the little flopper stopper just to stop that from flopping over to create that lovely decorative feature. But talk about versatile. How versatile are these dies? We've done 3 different ones now, from a straightforward
floater. I'll say it for you.
I love your accent as well,
floater.
I love that floating card from the double Z fold to a lovely decorative easel card as well.
I absolutely love that. How beautiful is that? And like Debbie was saying, so different, every single one of her cards, which is amazing. So Sandra's saying that that's where she's from, girls. I grew up on the coast of Newcastle in colour coats. Tracy is saying, I just love you both. I think you are the best combo on TV. Maybe the next This Morning presenters. You both are so funny and bounce off each other. Oh, Tracy, that's so kind. And Susan's saying, I love how a couple of embellishments can make a card. Yes, absolutely. Just a few flowers, the bows on there, because the dies do all that work, don't they? They make it that decorative element, and you've just got to come up with the ideas. Debbie's absolutely come up with loads today, which is incredible. But let me show you the designs you are getting when they launch. Now, these are going to launch next Friday, I believe. We got those beautiful, the Chamboid, which is the one that Debbie was using earlier. We've got the Talents. Another beautiful design. We've got our Dijon and we've also got our Lyon. So absolutely beautiful designs. Now, we've been asking you to send in your photographs, and boy, have you been sending them in their droves. We've got some amazing pictures to look through. So we're going to do a little gallery now and have a look at what you've been creating with. I love this one that's coming up. Leslie has sent this in. Leslie Paul, wow. I mean, Debbie, I've never thought about using our embossing folder.
With the because that's a studded leather one, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely stunning. Look at that shoe. Do you know, I used to order a pair of shoes like that when on my 40th birthday. Oh. Couldn't walk in them, but yeah, I used to order a pair like that. Lovely diamantes on with that gorgeous studded leather effect.
Leslie, thank you. That's absolutely beautiful. Love that design and great idea of the embossing folder. Leslie's also sent in the next one as well. You launched these dies, Debbie, didn't you?
Yes.
These are beautiful.
Yeah, that is stunning as well, Leslie. Look at that.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
That's like a work of art.
It does. Anyone who's 30 that received that would absolutely love that one. Leslie's been very busy, so our creator card, well, these are, yes, it was our Christmas one, so that's got the poinsettia in them. So another beautiful design. Absolutely love that one, Leslie.
And Marie next. Wow, I love these dies. They are stunning.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That looks a similar one. I've got a feeling, was that the one that was from one of Sarah's collections, that die? But it's beautiful.
Now then. You've got me thinking, Debbie, you've got me thinking.
So what I'm thinking it's from is Bell Countryside, not
You
Sarah's.
are right. I think you're right.
That's what we need, a guess the edible die.
Wow.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Anne-Marie. Thank you for sending that in. Betsy Black was with us yesterday for the craft along. She was so lovely. She was up very early. She was in the United States. Betsy, this is absolutely stunning.
Beautiful.
I would say to date, my absolute favourite Nature's Garden is the Daisy. I love the Daisy one. Absolutely gorgeous. Christine Mahoney sending in her cards. Absolutely gorgeous design here. Using those cut in that sunflower dye, I think that one is. I love these dies, those cut out ones. Did you get to play with them at all, Debbie?
They are beautiful. No, not yet. Oh yes, I have.
The ones with the swan.
Yes, I have. Yes, no, I have. I love what Christine's done with that though, because you can see the front version in a second, because that's the side version.
Yeah.
Look at the front.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's the colours. I love the colours of that. That's stunning.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Christine's good with her colours, that's for sure. The next one we've got is Linda. So Linda's been recreating the craft along that was shielded last week.
Beautiful.
Which we do have a funny feeling could win this later on. It is absolutely stunning. I was quite shocked, Debbie, when I come into the studio. I didn't realise it was as big as what it is. It's a beautiful box design. Absolutely lovely take on that one, Linda. Beautiful. Liz is creating butterflies nets, and with what they call the Debbie Fisher balls, which is those edges with the sentiments in them. Absolutely love that one. Colour combo's good on that as well, Debbie, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, the Sake with Style tags and banners.
Well
and is that the butterfly from the... Debs, was it the butterfly
Vintage
collection?
Butterfly, or was
the bit, because that's that three-piece one, isn't it, that we had to restock?
It's a 3-piece one, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So beautiful. Liz has always also been busy with our creator card dies. Another gorgeous design. Liz, love how you've paper pieced those extra hearts in different colours on there. What a beautiful design.
They are some stunning work.
Really
how many have we had sent in, George? Oh, look at Maggie.
Wow,
I love Maggie. Maggie makes.
Oh, Maggie,
that's stunning.
That's amazing. Actually, that die there, sorry, Maggie, but it's in our mystery bag, that one. So if you want that die that Maggie's been creating with,
that's gorgeous.
That's in there. It's from our vintage butterfly range. What a lovely project. You've obviously put a picture frame to go in the box in there that folds up. That's a beautiful project. Thank you, Maggie. We've got Nina here creating that edgeable. So beautiful. Love that fox. That was one of our stamps that we had out, wasn't it? That fox, and you've added that gorgeous strawberry design down the side. Absolutely beautiful, Nina. Terry's in with a photo as well, making absolutely stunning box. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Didn't you do one like this,
I did.
Debbie?
Yes, I did. Yes. Terry, that's stunning. I love your take on that. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. And Sherry's been in with another craft along. Now, this is the one that Craig did. There's a bit of a hoo-ha about this one, Debbie. Craig did the craft along with a similar design with this. Sorry, Sherry, that card is beautiful with that angel collection. So it's because it's actually Michelle's craft along, but Craig did it because Michelle wasn't able to come in.
And it's caused some controversy, has it?
Yes, because if it wins, who gets the star?
Well, technically, I love Michelle to bits, but I'm sorry,
I know,
Craig did it.
Absolutely. I never said anything.
Because we all take inspiration. The thing is, you see, the argument there is we all take inspiration from somewhere and we all put our own take and spin on it. And that was Craig's spin on Michelle's craft along, but he did it. So technically, he's not the star.
Well, it's hard. It was her project,
it's a tough one,
finished project, and that he made it. So who knows?
That's a toughie.
Just don't let them win. That's what I say.
Perfect, Debbie. Yeah. Let
the issues. Let Debbie win. Valerie, you've made a beautiful 90th birthday card. How amazing to get to
gorgeous.
90 years old. I mean, that's at such a good age, isn't it? Beautiful design there, Valerie. Valerie's liking her sporty cards. I love this one. She's made a beautiful golf card there. Really gorgeous design. And another one from Valerie with the Mr. and Mrs. designs. I remember these stamps. They come with our storybook dies originally.
I was just thinking, is it the storybook or is it the... do you remember the ziggy-zaggy ones? The in-and-outy, not accordion, the beautiful frame. Dies, Debbie, the dies that are the stand and they've got that beautiful decorative edge and... what are they called? Someone tell us.
Shutter cards.
They were similar, but do you know where they went in and out, and you could extend them, you could have them small, you could have them large. Oh my God, what are they called? And they had all the
Accordion.
dies, they had butterflies.
Accordion cards.
Very similar to accordion, but I don't think they were accordion.
Oh, okay.
We need to find out, Debbie.
Yeah, we need to find out. Valerie, let us know what the bride and groom was from.
Yes.
Valerie's also made this beautiful hedger card. That is gorgeous, isn't it?
Love it, Valerie. Thank you. Do you know what? Thank you, everybody who sent in those gorgeous cards and your gorgeous makes. It's lovely because it gives other people ideas on how to use particular sets, maybe sets that they haven't seen in a while. As you can see with me and Debbie, we couldn't remember the where that stamp came from. But yeah, it's just lovely to see everybody's makes. So thank you to everybody, every single one of you. And apparently, according to George and producer Nick, over about hundreds been sent in.
Yeah,
so thank you. Yeah.
So sorry we haven't sent yours, but we will try and show as many as we can today. But we're going to take a little break now, so have a look at this.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
A few weeks ago on the show, we were talking about places where all you guys lived. And we might have used Google Earth just to have a bit of a sneaky look at the village, town, or city that you lived in. And I thought it might be quite funny if I wrote a little ditty and I put on my Facebook page, where do y'all live? And I'll put your towns and cities and village into my little song. But I didn't realize that there would be about 425 responses. So I'm gonna cram as many places into this song as I can, but I won't get them all in. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. We craft in Lydney, Lynbrook, Launceston, Lehana, Tampa, Darlington, Almond Beach, Sedalia, Wills Point, Widnes, Wildwood, Wildham, Chautauqua Lake, Walkerburn, Yate, Bay, Hesperia, Sublimity, Pinhole, Avon, Freeport, Mableton, San Jose, Annenberg, Great Bend, Detroit, Peniston. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Parachute, Paradise, Pollux, Papillion, Sheepshead Bay, St. Petersburg, Seacon, Sutton, Saturday, Bristol, Brighton, Brooklyn, Blackwell, Barnsley, Tide Squeeze, South Shields, Tampa Hills and Bentley, Tampa, Villa, Tucumcari, Cary, Ottawa, Hull, Harrisburg, Lexington, Tupelo, Cincinnati, Austinburg. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Loxahatchee, Lakesville, Lawrence, Lacey, Livermore, Albuquerque, Weeki-Wachee, Pensacola, Ellsworth Park, Mechanicsburg, Williamsburg, Rebella, Houston, Burlington, Wet Wang, Market, Drayton, Yale, Memphis, Wellington, Wapakoneta, Homer, Sassa, Santa Rosa, Wichita, Honolulu, Riverdale, Melbourne, Commerce, Spinton. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Newton Abbey, Richmond, Dudley, Georgetown, East Kilbride, Eugene, Ferrum, Rhinewood, Walkerstown, Newarheim, Fort Wayne, Gloucester, Chester, Long Beach, Raphael, St. Dominic's, St. Cloud, St. Augustine Beach, Sand Springs, Romford, Tulsa, Traverse City, Wesley Chapel, Ballarat, Medina, Ramble City. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. crafting Saarbrücken, Tucson, Kissimmee, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Biloxi, Latte, Elmira, Glendale, Scottsdale, Anchorage and Hurtville, Seattle, Gold Canyon, Ipswich, Cumberland, Unionville, Toledo, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Gold Canyon, Altoona, Calounda, Port Orange, Clover, Rising Sun. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters, we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. And there's a few more places I didn't manage to get into the song. West Runton, Newcastle, Kingswood, Sandbach, Carlisle, Bewley, Albury, Durham, Springfield, Ashington. We craft in Greenville, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sumter, Oak Park, Winchester, Knapp Hill, Stoke-on-Trent, Mount Pocono, Greenville, Charlotte, Oxon Hill, Tunbridge Wells, Modesto, Haverhill, Sierra Vista, Arecibo, Morgantown, O'Fallon, Aurora, Black Forest. We craft in Hermiston, Brownsburg, Henderson, Socorro, Fort Myers, Mandenholm, Hilliard, Farmingdale, East Moline, Summers Point, Calgary, Charleston, Sawston, Malden, Galloway, Fitchburg, Hopewell, Aberdeen, Winstead, Castlewood, Chatsworth, Limestone, Victoria, Willoughby, Rockland, Canton, Falmouth, Conestoga, Lyndhurst, Ashbourne and Cluj-Napoca. Oh yeah.
Well, he's not crafting everywhere, but he is running everywhere across London. Our Liam is doing particularly well. Here he is, Liam at 22 miles. I'm
smiling.
Do you know what? I'm super proud of him. I mean, bless her, the girl in the background's looking very deflated, like, how is she going to do that next 4 miles? But he's done amazing, Oh, that's what it is. They just passed the golden arches.
Torture.
Yeah, they've passed the golden arches and they're just thinking, I just want a burger. I just want a burger. Don't worry, 4 more miles and you can have a burger. But Liam, you're looking amazing and you're doing so well. We are super proud of you, which is amazing. So Rhonda is saying, oh my gosh, such lovely makes, everyone, very inspiring. And Sherry's saying, thank you for that demo. I put a battery operated tea light in it. So, yes, it's beautiful. So Debbie's done some amazing makes. Now we're going to get straight back over to Debbie and get another demo in. Possibly not 2, but we will definitely get another one in, so which will be good to see. What you got next for us, Debbie?
Well, I think I was getting a bit cocky with myself then, weren't I? I was getting right clever. Oh, I'm going to get 5 grand. Well, do you know what? If I don't get it done, I can save it for Friday, since now I'm here on Friday morning, warming up the boss. Well, not technically warming her up, but you know what I mean. Warming the show, wait a minute, the warm-up act before the main event. That's where I was going with that one, Debbie. Warming Sarah up. But so what I thought I'd do is I'd do the more complicated one now. Now, I know Debs loves these as much as I do. The tin power.
Tower,
flap, pinwheel is what it's called.
Tower.
A pinwheel tower flap cord.
I love this design.
I love these designs. You can make them really, I've done really tall ones, I've done really big fat chunky ones, I've done little tiny thin ones. There's so much you can do with this gorgeous design, and it folds flat. It's absolutely incredible. If you tap that into the wait a minute, YouTube. Tutorial, find a tutorial on there. Plenty of people do this style of card. I'm not claiming it as mine. I know Deb's has done a version before. We're not claiming it as ours. It's a fabulous design. You'll find lots of inspiration on there. But yeah, it's just a gorgeous, glorious one. And it's very easy to do. And this particular one that I'm going to do, I'm going to use the last of the dies that I haven't used yet, which is the Talans, or the Talons, or Talents. I don't know what you're calling, Debs. I can't wait to see Sarah. I'm going to ask Sarah. I'm going to say, just pronounce them for me, Sarah. Because I've got a clue. I'm not well travelled, you see. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. I've never been to any of these fantastic places. I've probably seen them on me Escape to the Sun kind of programs where I've seen them. Just don't know how to pronounce them.
Sun.
Are they all in France?
Yes, I knew that they were all French, but I've never been to any of them. But they
so
are.
I was thinking Italian, but it's Baroque French. It's French style. Baroque French. Is that a French
Baroque
style?
Baroque is French. Yes.
I think I'm going to do some research before I come back on Friday. Maybe I should. However,
just put that day for a day's work. Research Baroque dies. Oh, Leon looks nice. Might go there one day. Put that on the list. Check.
Do you know what I see these as though, Debs? Some beautiful dice to play with and get creative with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about these. So I know we've had a lot of fun during this First Look show, but seriously, these are gorgeous dice. I cannot wait to see what all of you guys are going to come up with.
Where your hand is over the packaging, it looks like a moustache.
One of those curly moustaches that go up.
Love that.
But ain't it a gorgeous die? It's absolutely fabulous. Yeah. And as with all the rest of them, the outside and then the decorative to create that lovely piece that sits beautifully on top and means that you can create lots of different styles of cards, which is what we're going to do now. So for this one, so this particular style, I'll show you how you can make it out of one piece of A4 cardstock. So this is actually...
After all that, Baroque originated in Italy. Debbie, what do we know?
Exactly. Whoops, research.
The Baroque Italian French dies. I thought Baroque was a French word.
Baroque was a French word, yes. So I thought it was French. So apologies if we've offended any Italians or any French that are watching us
Perhaps
over
we need
in
to
Europe.
know what Baroque means.
Yes.
Because that might mean a certain style, like a swirl.
Yeah.
Or a
swirl. You can't help yourself now. A swirl.
Oh. No, that makes sense. So even though the word originated in Italy, the word actually means in French an irregular shape.
Which is what these are.
Absolutely.
Lovely curved shape, but lots of lovely decorative features with it as well. So I just love them. I just absolutely love them. And I know that once you've got these home, and for those of you lucky that have already got them, can't wait, you need to share your makes by Friday. Send in your makes and share what you've been making with them as well. So this is a piece of A4 cardstock. I've just chopped down to 11 inches by 5. And then I've put some score lines in, Debbie, because you can actually get your first part of your and I'm going to just show you what I mean by that. You can get the first part of that pinwheel going through these clever folds. So it is 11 by 5, and what I've done is I've scored it at 1.5, 3, 4.5 and 6. You could make this 12 as well, but it depends on the size that you want. But the panels are going to be 5 by 5, roughly. So I've kind of gone with that to start with, because what that will enable you to do is create the first part of the pinwheel. But I want a decorative finish. So that's where I'm going to come in and I'm going to pop my die down. So I'm just going to turn that over for a second. And I'm going to bring the outside part of the talons. So sorry, Nick. I'm so sorry.
I think it's
talents. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. I'm going to pop that onto there and I'm going to hold it down with a bit of low tack tape again, and then we're going to run that through our die cutting machine. Because I've got it on the side, I'm going to use my smaller plates and then run that through. Do you know, not necessarily, you might not have to use the magnetic shim, so I'm going to go in first.
Is that rain? Can you hear rain?
Is it rain? I was just about to ask you the same thing, Debbie. I'm thinking, it sounds like rain outside.
I haven't been outside, so I don't even know what the weather's like, but it does sound like it's raining.
Yeah, I thought that, because we can hear it here with the metal roof, can't we? We can hear that... Whoops. She says, knocking the glue gun over. We can hear that over the top. Yeah, I just need to put in. I wanted to test it, Debs, because you know we talk about straightforward dies, not always needing the pressure. But I forget there's the lovely curvature and the lovely curved detail on there. So it just needs that shim that you would normally go with a thin metal die. So it's your 2 clear cutting plates, your plastic shim and your magnetic shim for it to go through that detail. But of course, as with anything, depending on what you're cutting out, the actual flourish itself will fit through your smaller pieces. So, yeah, loads that you can be doing. So what that does now is it cuts out that piece. So if I just take that off carefully, Debbie, carefully, remember what you did last time, you can see that lovely design, and then this piece I'm just going to cut out now. In fact, you know what, I'll use my little Gemini while I've got it here. Let's run that through. Looks like someone's been playing with lots of flower dyes on this one, Debbie. Look at them flowers. Has somebody been doing a red, white and blue theme? Looks coronation kind of style colours.
Oh.
I wonder if something's going on the blog. Perhaps someone's used this with the blog.
Someone has done a blog post. So yes, if you head to Crafters companion website, there is, it says on the top, it actually tells you coronation crafting, and you go to a blog post that's doing bunting for the coronation. Yeah, which is amazing.
Lovely. Right, so Debbie, what we've got now is a piece, then again, that fits over the edge like so. So I'm going to let me grab me glue again. Let me, I'll use dotty tape pen for this. Now I've got, now I've got one from our lovely Tracy.
See, everybody now wants a Tracy.
Yes, everybody will, because they'll be all messaging in saying, can we have Tracy's secret stash? So I'm going to place that just onto the outside edge. And again, it fits over there like a dream. But now you've created this lovely edgeable design, which I just think is beautiful. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold that up and then pop that down so that that's now the first part of there. And the rest we're going to decorate up in a second. But yeah, we'll start to bring this in together so you can start to see the panels. Now, the panels themselves, Debbie, I've had to repeat this process on the panels. So with your panel at 5x5, you're going to do exactly the same, where you are going to run the edge of your card first down that side. And then you're going to do again, you're going to bring out and cut another one. And then that will be the start of your pieces that will fit around your pinwheel. So for that in mind, let's stick this together. Because how you're going to do this first is we're going to stick that down. Then you're going to bring in one of those panels and you're going to attach it to that base. So let's stick our glue. So I'm going to use our straight edge glue. I don't know why I call it straight edge glue. It's just the normal tape runner. Double, I don't know what.
Yeah, no, I just call it the straight tape runner.
Straight, do you call it that as well? Just the straight one? But then I'm just going to fold that in. Now, to get it nice and neat, again, you're just going to take it to that first fold. So if I just position that into place, what you could do is use a little bit of wet glue before we stick it down, because you want to create that cube. You could use a bit of wet glue to wiggle it into place, because we know that once you apply some heat to this, it's super strong. And if you try and get it off once you've applied that, it rips the cardstock, because this isn't just any old glue. It's a super strong double-sided adhesive, a dry glue, so you're not going to get any, wetness to it. It's dry, but it is incredibly strong once that's down. So now I've applied that, there ain't no going back, because we are ripping the cardstock, and that's the last thing we want to do. So then what we're going to do then is apply each one of our panels. So you can see I've got all my panels here ready. And it's exactly the same way that you would do with that first starter point, but this is creating that tower. And then we're going to drop down now the wet glue or the dry glue onto these panels, and we're just going to attach them either way. Now you can see what I've done with this. You're going to have to do some multiple cuts of these, but one pass of your machine, Debbie, it means that you've got that lovely decorative feature on both sides.
Oh, that's
so
really
it
nice.
Creates a real wow factor every single time.
And also, by adding those extra ones, you get a rigidity to the edge as well.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Did we hear a little update in our ear just then?
Just heard that we've got a video message from Liam, so we'll play that in a little while.
Don't tell me he's running around marathon listening to us. Oh, right. So I'm interested now. Oh, I'm going to speed this up really quick. Right, because I want to hear that video before we go. We're super proud of you, Liam, if you are listening.
Absolutely.
Just so you're aware.
The other thing I was thinking on this, Debbie, to make it another versatile piece of the die, if you was to cut that decorative die into some maybe pattern cardstock, you could slot that in to where your white is. So that would go up against that, wouldn't it?
Yes,
you know what I mean? That's another way of using a different way to decorate the edge.
They're beautiful though, aren't they, Debbie? Look at this.
I know,
They're
it's
just
so
absolutely
lovely.
glorious. No matter which one. And to be fair, I love the fact that we've not gone mad and we've not done a lot of these designs, because it just keeps it nice and simple. I mean, I will tell you, you do need to be watching that Wake Up show. We all know sometimes how fast things can go at Crafters.
Yes, definitely.
And I think it's definitely one of those, Nick, absolutely. You've got to be in it to win it. But
So
yeah,
true.
absolutely. So you can see now it's starting to come together, and then all you're going to do is still repeat that all the way around so it sticks onto each individual pinwheel like so. Love it, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely fabulous.
So lovely, yeah. I
So I'm
do
just
love using these dies on this project. Works really well. It's also a great one just to have it's a mantelpiece pleaser. You can put your photographs in there and have a little coffee table where people can twist it and see different photos in there. So a bit of home decor as well.
Yeah, I love that idea, Debbie, yeah. Absolutely. What a cracking idea that is. Ooh. See this craft along. I'm really hoping I get this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we all do though, don't we? When we see stuff that we love and we can get really creative. And you can see now how that's all forming together. It's created that lovely panel. It just looks absolutely fabulous. And the other thing I'm going to do now, Debs, is I'm just going to stick my panels on. So again, down to your creative. I've used, well, I wonder if you can guess which pad.
Is it Hummingbird?
Of course it is. I love the Hummingbird collection. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, when you're doing this, you will have bigger panels on the larger pieces and smaller ones. All you'll do is take your ruler and measure the kind of pieces that you need. Now, I wanted to simplify it a bit because I push it up to the edge rather than having a white factor with that one. You can if you want, but I didn't want to take away from that design. So I've pushed it right to that edge. So I just measured it. And again, it depends on how you like your mats and layers. I like 1/4 of an inch. So I just come down 1/4 of an inch. I know that was a 5 by 5, so I know that I can start off with a 4 3/4 and then work my way down. So it's all about your mats and layers, the way you like them. And again, I'm just going to use this just to simplify and speed this little process up. But yeah, we've got so many gorgeous papers in our collection. And then the same applies to the... Oh, don't be dropping them up floor, Debbie. Now you've got them all in your hand. And make sure you've got your birds the right way around, Debbie. Yes, birds down, birds up, yeah. So we're going to come in and just decorate these panels. I don't know if I did a craft along with one of these. Have you done a craft along with one of these, Debs? Because I think I've done a craft along with this style card. I just can't remember
I have, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I've done a couple actually.
Yeah,
I've gone back to it because it's such a nice one. So I've done a different shaped one before.
Yes.
I think I've done one before and used different things, and then I've done one where I've used an edgeable collection as well. So
yeah. Well, the edge, it just gives it a whole new lovely level, doesn't it, when you use that?
Yeah, I do love this style of card.
Yeah. So again, just going to place these on, and it's just repetitive. You're repeating every single one. Love your idea about the photos of your loved ones on one of these. I think that's a lovely idea. I've added a few gems in places, so that's got a lovely gem, but that's only because I'm going to use that as a focal part. But as for the rest, we're just going to continue. And it was just to have somewhere that was, you could tell was a bit the main part of the card, shall we say?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have a sentiment on there and just a little ribbon, but those dies are going to do all the speaking for me.
I mean, this would be a fabulous craft along.
Yes, absolutely. Although I can think of 110 different ways in my head. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, it's going to look lovely with that design, the box design. I know I haven't got round to making my box today. However, if you tune in on Friday, I'll save it for Friday morning, and we'll probably start with that one or around there when I come to do the wake-up call. And then let's pop that one on the front.
I'm even thinking these would look lovely. Do you know where you have like a pop-out part in the middle of the card?
Yes.
And you normally cut an aperture into them. You could put these borders across the top and the bottom, so they fold. So when you open it, you've got that border on the inside pop-out element.
Oh, I love that idea. I'm so sorry. That sounds gorgeous. That I think I might have to. I might have to plan that one into my demo for Friday as well.
Amazing.
That sounds lovely, Deb. I like that idea. Yeah, there's so many different things, isn't it? I mean,
that's what's nice about new dyes, though, isn't it? It really stirs the imagination.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, and some inspiration that you can take from not only us. I mean, I can't wait to see Sarah's. Absolutely, Sarah will come up with a different take altogether. But yeah, so now I'm going to have that as my front part. I've just got to get my panel into place because it's moved, Debs, as I've... let's just get that. Yeah, one good thing about all-purpose glue, you've got time to be able to get those into place. And then I'm just going to add, I'm not going to add anything to this other than a sentiment, and I've gone for you mean the world to me and a little bow, and that's just really basically because it doesn't need anything else. And I'm going to pop it onto the bit where I've popped my gems. Again, you need a focal part for your card, so I'm going to come in and add the... tape to the back of that one. This sentiment's come again from my caring thoughts, you can tell. You can tell I found a stamp collection, can't you, when I use it to death. I hope you've noticed, though, I haven't used my my With Love die that I'm always using. I've steered away from it. I thought I'll come away from that one today. But there you go. So let's bring in now, and if I just turn that around for you, you can see now you've got your lovely flap design, and by reinforcing your score lines, it does mean that it will fold nice and flat. But just choose an area to have as your focal point, so there. And again, like Debbie said, you can have pictures of loved ones in the others. I just wanted to show you that design, and basically, really, let the dies do the talking. But yeah, aren't they just exquisite? Absolutely stunning dies.
So lovely. Debbie, can you get them together and we'll get a vote of the show going? Absolutely amazing that one was. Sandra is, she was just saying about there's a big black cloud over Teesside, so the rain could be coming this way. Suzanne's saying that we can't be an expert on everything, I think meaning the Baroque name. But you ladies, your talent lies in crafting and giggling, absolutely. Mary Beth is asking what size that card is folded flat.
So folded flat, so but when you take it down, you obviously, if you think there's 5 and then 5, it's 10.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 10 by, well, again, the depth, I've gone just a little fraction over 5, but if you take it to 5 inches, it's 5 by 10.
Oh,
so that's the way that it would fold down flat on that particular dimension, but there are many dimensions out there that you can recreate using that. Let's get it right, Debbie. Pinwheel, tower, flap card.
Give us a number to your cards, Debbie.
Right, so we'll start with number 1. That's where we started back at the beginning. Number 1 is that beautiful floating card. Number 2 is the lovely double Z fold card.
That.
Number 3 is the beautiful, gorgeous
So nice.
easel card. And then number 4, we're just going to call it number 4.
The Pinwheel tower
Number
card.
4, thank you, with those gorgeous
1, 2, 3 or 4. They all are absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look at Liam's video that he sent us in.
Hi Debbie and Debbie and everyone watching. I'm about 2 miles away from the end. I don't have much left in me, but all your comments, all of yours comments, I'm watching them as I'm running, and it means a lot that everyone's still behind me. Hopefully, by the time you finish the show, I should be finished. Fingers crossed.
Oh, do you know?
I got a tear to my eye then.
I've got a little bit choked there. Liam, I can't believe. Thank you so much for sending that in, because that is just, honestly, and you've no idea how proud we all are of you, because we know what you've had to overcome to do. Honestly, we know the battles you've had to overcome to achieve what you've achieved today. And I'm not going to start there because I can see you starting. But you are amazing. You are absolutely amazing to do that. Personally, I think, honest to God, I don't know where you've got the strength from. I don't know how you found the strength to do it. But we're all super proud of you here at Crafters TV. And go on, boy, get through that finishing line. You do it.
So we should have about 1.5 miles to a mile to go. Liam, we are super proud of you, and it's amazing. Genuinely, I mean, what an achievement. I know there's a lot of people doing the marathon, but the London Marathon is hardcore. I mean, really hardcore. And you could see on his face then, he's done, but he's going to get to the end no matter what, and he will get there. So super proud of you, Liam. Keep going, and we'll speak to you and see you very soon. Well, I might not see you, Liam. You might not know this. I'm going on holiday. So just in case I don't see you, don't worry, Liam. I'll see you when I get back from my holiday, okay? So everyone has been loving the shows today. Sylvie's saying she's in a great position. She's obviously in London. She said, we get to see the runners go past us twice at 13.5 miles and 22 miles. I wonder where Liam is now. Well, he's nearly at the finish line, Sylv. Suzanne is saying, I'm loving the colours of that card. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Sarah Brown is saying, absolutely beautiful demos today, Debbie. Thank you for sharing your ideas. And demo of the day, very close to number 3, but goes to number 4.
Oh,
I love number 3. I thought that was absolutely
I'll be honest,
stunning.
I thought number 3 had cinched that one.
Yes,
that
I did.
Cinched,
Yeah,
clinched.
I think
but
that's,
yeah.
I'm a pink girl, but saying that, I love the ones you've done in blue. I like the winner. Looks absolutely beautiful. Well, thank you for taking the time to join us on this first look of those most amazing dies. You will get to buy them, so we won't tease you too long. You'll get to buy them on Friday if you want them. There's only 4 in that collection, which are just insanely beautiful. And you've seen Debbie do 4 amazing demos. You'll see her do very many more on Wake Up Call on Friday, and then our Sarah will be coming in for the launch to give her take on those as well. Thank you for joining us on this first look. Now, don't go anywhere too far because in a couple of hours we'll be back with Second Chance Sunday. Debbie, what can we expect from Second Chance Sunday?
Lots of amazing goodies. I might not cram as many demos in because we've got a heck of a lot. I saw the amount of things that were on there.
Absolutely.
But we have got some new dies. I was lucky enough to launch them down at Hobby Maker, so I'll definitely be having a little take or 2 maybe on those because they were beautiful. We've got all sorts because we've had some amazing things on all week, from roaring 20s to beautiful colouring implements. I mean, come on, I absolutely love it. So we've had some amazing things. We've got loads of bargains galore and the best deals that we've had throughout the week. Maybe not all of them because some of them have gone, but we'll have a lot of inspiration, crafty fun, and hopefully a giggle or 2.
Oh, I think we might squeeze in a few giggles. But until then, join us back here at 6 p.m. See you later. Bye.